the greatest, but you see in the warm-up here, he's fastest to get.
175 laps.
Tonight,
so
in the race.
Have a good time.
Warm-up.
Make sure we're not doing any silly games on pit road.
I was looking at it in the warm-up session. A couple guys took off really quickly early on, and Zach Millett was one of them. But it seemed like as the track rubbered up,
5 cars left to grid.
Some other guys were picking up pace and finding speed in the slower racetrack.
With that said, it's time. We'll get to our starting grid. Austin Beers picking up the pole position in his number 64 machine. Lap time was 29.514 seconds, flanked by last week's winner, Kyle Terzak, short by 37 thousandths. Row number 2, it's Kyle Hardy and the 5 of Carson Quapple. Row 3, it'll be Jesse Sperling and Steve Durbin. Row number 4, Garrett Johnston and Zach Millett. Row 5 belongs to Brian McCann and Cameron Brownlow. Starting in the 11th position, it's the number 29 of Christian Strader.
All right, man,
Casey
we're going
Benz
green
will start in
next
12th.
time. All right, man,
13th starter, it's the 6 of TJ Majors. Will we see the aggression continue between him and Zach Millett? Time will tell. Brent Butler will start 14th. 15th, Kyle Campbell. Jason Nile just rolls off in the 16th spot. Falcon Motorsports' Chris Mefford will start in the 17th position with Neil Quick to his outside in 18th. Todd Cleek would be 19th.
Who's behind me?
Adam Pettit 20th. 21st, Timmy Schofield. Mike Koch will start 22nd. 23rd is Evan Vecchia. 24th goes to Dan Dixon. 25th starter, it's Josh Mears. Devin Aker will start. 27th starter, it's Kyle Pendergraph. Gavin Hinson, 28th. Matt Moorman, 29th. Slade Benich is 30th. Kyle White, 31st. Steve Luttrell, 32nd. Chris Harrison, 33rd. Chris Wally, 34th.
Good luck, gentlemen.
Sweeting, 35th.
Good luck.
All right, man.
Adam Benefield,
Like it back on the pace car. We're not going green this time. We are not going green.
38th.
All right, man.
39th
Like
is
it back
Craig
on the pace
Bristol.
car. We're not
Cody
going
Wally
green this
and Marty
time. We are
Winley shown
not going
40th and
green.
41st.
I'm gonna say good luck.
Not
Next
taking
time we
to
need a
the
caution
starting grid,
flag.
So they may not have made the field here tonight. Outfield already working down the back straightaway here as we get set to get things underway from Charlotte Motor Speedway. We're going to go racing as soon as they're back to the main straightaway.
Yeah, Charlotte's got some short parade laps, but just gets us to the action quicker.
All right, man. We're going green next time. Bye.
A little bit of a lineup issue here, it seems. As we talked about Wally scrambling to get the admin duties taken care of here. They're going to go an extra lap here just to make sure we got it right.
Roll the green on the back stretch. Make it
A
interesting.
couple guys almost get run over there on the. Everybody trying to get sorted out.
We got 41
With
cars.
that said, we'll take another quick look here at the race details. 125 laps the distance, 80% fuel on board, 45 to 47 laps, give or take a lap either end of that. 4 tire sets over the wall, no fast repairs, 0 zip, zillage, and 1 attempt for the green-white checkered finish if so necessary. Again, tonight's race, the 3 wide with DJG 175. Charlotte Motor Speedway, brought to you, of course, by 3 wide with DJG. About to get set. 1 more lap of caution here, which would be on the one to go right now. Fingers crossed.
Tim, hold it down up there now.
And
You're a whole 2 rows ahead of me.
Shady Acres and DRS Whiskey, of course.
Say a prayer.
We got Michael Murray, 1145, cheered on Cameron Brown.
Don't talk like that now.
Janikowski back in the chat as always. Thanks again for checking in, Tommy.
Get ready.
All right, you got a pick, Colt. I'll let you go first again since you're new here.
Oh
Pace
man,
cars in.
looking at the lineup here. You know what? I'm a.
Green flag, green flag.
I don't know if this is a long shot or not, but I'm gonna go Austin Beers. He just kind of appeared out of nowhere in the practice session and in qualifying and laid down the hot lap, so I'm gonna go with Beers.
You son of a puppy. All right, Cal, I'll go with Zach Millett to pick up win number 5. My dark horse will be Brian McCann. How about that?
Yeah, we almost had a wreck up here.
That's your backup in case TJ and Zach find each other.
There you go. Pace car in pit lane, party with green in hand, ready to get things underway. There is green flag. Waves
We did have a wreck.
from Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Caution is out. Ricky on the front stretch. Line up single file. Pit road is closed. Past the 49, past the double O,
That didn't take long.
96, past the 93, past the 82, past the. We got damage on the front end. Past the 93,
turn number 3 for the race lead.
82,
It's always a moment of pride here if you can lead the first lap of the
I don't think I have engine damage.
82, past the 93.
Johnson, no, Steve Durbin, and the 29 of Christian Strader spinning down into pit lane. Multiple drivers involved here at the end of lap number 1. We have a parking lot in the last chicane of the Roval.
On your outside, just to see if maybe you can
Pit road is
tell me
now.
how messed
Durbin,
up I am.
I think triggered this one off, but I think he got away more clean than anybody else.
Past the 96, past the 30.
Multiple drivers involved in this first yellow, and we are under that caution awfully quickly.
Car by. He had the position when the yellow flag came out.
Oh, that's just unfortunate for a lot of guys. I see several bumper covers missing. Looked like a few guys were just running the road course. Coming out of the corner, there was nowhere else to go, so they just took that last chicane, trying to avoid getting in the grass, or excuse me, the AstroTurf.
Let's take a look at it. We got the replay queued up. Let's see what happened here. He might have lost it on his own. Yeah, back then stepping out here.
Too bad.
Get power a little too soon on cold tires. Billy, lucky to get clear of that one. Brian McCann into the 30 machine there, and a big wreck here off turn number 4.
5 seconds is good by me.
That dreaded turn 4 Charlotte bump.
I saw it happening at first turn, called it out.
A second,
and I thought they got it straightened up. But
like they were, everybody was trying to lock it down.
Yeah, it'll be all right.
Someone kind of skidded up and triggered a second wreck.
At the end of it, I ended up backing into
for the 30 to 15 here.
Durbin starts going around ahead of these guys, and yeah, the 30 tries to go up the racetrack while checking up. McCann maybe didn't see it.
They got 175 laps.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
I have lane choice, correct?
Tough break for these guys. See, TJ's got a little bit of damage on his nose.
Again.
I have lane choice, correct?
Why would the 60 ram himself into the wall like that? That was odd.
Hits.
Maybe he lost his
That's it,
headset
go.
view.
Happened so fast.
Almost looked like that.
How bad is yours, Brian?
2 minutes, 30 seconds.
Line up
Damage.
single
And
file.
my-
Hits
what's
the
my ass look like?
car.
Well, and the worst part is it's not like you can just stab the brakes because the car is so loaded up right there. You hit the brakes and it just goes straight.
Appreciate it.
And so these guys have to
Just do more lunges with the left
have a
leg out.
controlled slow down, maybe lift out.
I think
the
it's just
gas
body
and
work,
slam,
though.
But you can't completely lift and slam on the brakes, or you'll spin yourself out. And
Well, hopefully you get a chance to work on it.
so you're just kind of along for the ride at that point.
Yeah, I got it down to
You
120.
You can
Left
slow down
side
just a
with the
hair more
left
than you
quicker.
can.
But
eventually that
I'd be
can
willing to bet my
really
arrow's going to be messed up the rest of the race because I saw a good chunk of my hood sticking up.
there when that happened, but he also opened up the wheel as he did it, maybe anticipating what you're just talking about, Cole, for that to
So,
happen.
track blocker.
Race track, but then he got
Correct.
a little bit of contact
pretty
in
bad
the
up there.
rear from Brian McCann. Curious to see if
88,
he would have been
you can
able to
pass
keep it straight without
Did you
that
get through it?
contact, but
Yeah, you
we'll
did.
never know.
Nice.
Completely
Yeah,
stopped.
short, unfortunately. I think Zach Millett, he did a great
I was
job.
at
He
the
got a little
mercy
bit
of
contact there,
the people
but,
behind me.
yeah, he
93,
was side
he
by side
braked
with,
really
I
well,
believe that was
didn't
the
run me over.
15. And when he
Yeah, I got lucky. I went in the grass
Heard they were selling
and I
babies
just
out
got
there.
a tag
I
from
didn't want no part
behind,
of that.
just enough to spin me, and it didn't
Yeah,
did much damage at all.
and then it was just on from there.
It's like
Yeah.
I got
just under 6
I got
seconds.
bumped down to
ready.
channel 4.
Optional.
Johnston and Matthew Mormon,
Probably need to get
drivers
the
with
right
the most
paint, Wally.
significant amount of damage in that wreck.
All right,
on
man.
Yeah, I
lap
think that's a
one.
penalty.
Still sitting in pit lane. Mormon went back down. He's only been there about a minute, but Johnston has been there for quite
Green,
some
green,
time now, a couple minutes already. Try it again here. Hopefully that was a wake-up call for this
Outside.
And my
field.
trading paint's
Settle down,
expired.
boys.
All
Get some
clear,
heat in
all
those
clear.
tires. Air
And then it
pressure's
didn't,
up. Then it's
didn't
time to
reset it.
push.
Stay low. All clear, all clear. The car is P30.
Yeah, if their adrenaline wasn't pumping already, it is now.
55.33.
Terzak had the nose out in front when the caution came out, so he restarts as the leader, but Carson Koppel really pushing the 56 down into turn 1.
Just hit the fastest lap. 31.812.
Koppel's going to be fast here tonight, Cole.
Oh yeah, this is something he's already comfortable in. Charlotte is a track all these guys have a lot of laps on. But confidence, man, that's almost more important than really anything else. If you feel good showing up at a track,
We have a
that
slow
can
car
help
up high.
you
Go Go low. The
Just
leader just did a 30.
miles better, so
my God.
especially showing up in clean air. I know he didn't have the greatest race in Michigan last week.
Got one
So,
outside. All clear, all
see
clear.
how we take. Well, looks like he might be already looking for the lead. Let him turn back. Know he's there.
29.4. Got one outside.
This ain't a good race for me.
Clear high.
Too
You're
exciting.
leading on the
Thought
car
he'd
in
stick the
front.
nose there and get Turzak at least taking a look.
Taking
Maybe throw off his entry into turn number 3. Didn't really work. Turzak, though he is a rather young man, he's got quite the resume in real race cars and here on iRacing, but mostly on the short tracks. His intermediate speedway ability certainly coming into fruition here in the last couple of months, but now he has to fend off, well, a professional. Carson Quapple now to the inside of the racetrack, looking for the race lead here at Charlotte.
Both car down low. Go high.
And I have to imagine that these guys are going to be a little bit more careful going over that bump right there in turn 3 and 4 that I talked about earlier. And that thing can catch you sleeping so easy as we have a new leader.
That was your
Quapple out in front now, takes over the race lead in lap 8 here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. One driver straight away. I think that might be Adam Benefield. Indeed it is. Benefield with a mechanical black flag. Don't know if he was involved in that initial incident. I did not see him have so much damage, but he's very slow at the bottom and coming to pit lane. The left front is pushed way in and not even touching the track.
Yeah, these are not UMP modifieds. You got to have all 4 on the ground. Looks like there's someone else ahead of him.
Might have a replay on this here. Let's see what we can find happening here to the Zero machine. Oh, yeah. Chris Wally and Benefield coming together. Dogleg.
Man, that could have been so much worse. I had seen on the track map a couple of guys that slowed down, but I thought they were just going into pit road. Man, the 45 just nowhere to go.
It's going to be something if it goes green from here.
51 at Chris
That's going to be a boring race.
Oh, the 45 is jumping.
Oh, there we go. Right in the door.
That's where the damage came from. You could see that left front just snap whenever he made contact.
My car's a wind cell.
I think these guys may have just kind of panicked. They see them up in the dogleg wall there, knowing that this isn't actually grass. Still cool.
Still.
Oh.
So I'll for sure get lapped here.
What do they say? The rule is you go right for them?
You aim where they are, not where they're going to be.
Meanwhile, Quapple
Yeah, I'm over half a second off.
back to Kyle Turzak, Austin Beers to 3rd. Beers, of course, the pole sitter here tonight. Zach Millett, they'll march into the front. He's up 4 spots.
You told me I'd have been in 8th place by lap 12. I told you you were crazy.
These guys are just kind of filling out their cars now.
09.
Now they've got more than a lap on their tires, so just kind of getting a feel for it. They obviously ran into practice and know each other really well, but they want to get a feel for how their cars are handling what they're...
Yeah, you hit that paint just right. It almost slingshots you.
But differently, we know Zach Millett is just so good at saving tires, so I don't think he's in any rush right now. Carson Quapple, he's just out there enjoying leading laps.
How's the handling, Brian?
Take a look at this field.
Like a dump truck.
Single file, almost front to back.
I'm over half a second off pace.
Again, 175 laps the distance here tonight, not 125.
Stay high. All clear, all clear.
It's a long night.
Could have swore I saw 125, but I've missed it before.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I heard you say
On lap 1,
right
2.
now, I know how many laps, and I hesitated, so I just wrote 1 and 5.
All yours, PJ.
Well, it says it right in the name of the race, so there you go. Sometimes it's
it's
laps,
like-
sometimes it's miles, who knows?
Sorry, Kyle.
Here's looking to the inside of Turzak there. Got a good run off of 2.
So that's the thing here with Turzak. He is young and aggressive, and he is going to fight for every
PJ said
position,
eight was better than
every
4.
single lap. I don't care if it's lap 15. We're going to fight for it. He did just that. Came down on the right side door. Austin Beers wasn't going to give him an inch, and he's going for the race lead.
Well done move.
Wow.
Car 56 has taken the lead.
DRS Whiskey in the
Might as well just watch this one from the broadcast.
Zacchia up 10 positions from 23rd, capitalizing on that lap 1 incident. Zacchia now up to 12th.
You're losing on the car in front. The gap is 1 second.
Jesse, we're in some trouble, man.
Yeah, it looked like a lot of fast guys were
Agreed,
taking out
man.
that incidents that happened around P8. And that's kind of where the guys that are usually good on long run pace typically qualify. And so definitely taking advantage of
got
several
like
of them
8
being
laps
knocked out or
something
receiving
happened.
damage early.
Now that everybody's spread out, it'll go green from here.
Chris Wally still running back in the 19th positions. Still up 15. Again, talk about guys that have capitalized, but he may have some damage on that machine. In fact, going back, that was not Chris Wally in that original incident. There's another car out there. We're trying to figure out who that was.
I believe that was Garrett Johnson that got in the...
Johnston's in the 15, and his car is gray and green. I think it might have been Todd Cleek. No,
You're
it's the
losing on the car in
45.
front. The gap is 2.2 seconds. The leader just did
Well,
a
we'll figure it out.
31.25.
Garrett's falling back just a little bit. Zach Millett looking for P3. He's getting pressure from behind.
Shoot, I was gonna let him go low.
What do you think, Cole? Milt just kind of sizing up Austin there, giving it
Guess
a
they wanna
go
pass high.
to see what he's got.
I was just thinking about that. I'm wondering if maybe Austin Mears might have been tired, realizing maybe he's not quite fast enough to catch the 5, and just kind of backing up the pack a little bit. And Zach Mellett's letting him know, like, hey, if you're going to do that, let me by. And because you see several other cars just bunching up right behind Zach Millett. So looks like Austin Mears might have picked up the pace just a little bit. If it was either going to be stay where he is, give up one spot, or give up 5 spots. I think we both know which of those he doesn't want to do.
I guess it's hard to pass low.
Quick battling with Adam Pettit. Pettit the 49, Quick in the 2. Behind them, it's Gavin Hinson in 39. It's for about the 6th position. Pettit has it.
I guess I just run racing on him.
Speaking of people not afraid to make moves and fast on old tires, old Neil Quick.
Quick's just happy we're not at the super speedway.
He did not like those.
Got one inside.
Hinson now to the inside through the dog leg.
Still there. Clear low, clear low.
Quick right back at him now.
Inside. Still there. Still there. Hold your line.
You know, Steve, though, what has made this racing so good? Oh, as we see Neil
Still
Quick
there.
just
The
disappear
leader
for a
just did
second.
a 31.
What has made this racing so good,
858. Still there. Hold
aside
your
from
line.
just the talent that all of these guys have, the skill level in this group, you look out those tailpipes, it's
Stay
36.
high. There's a car on the low side.
It could have been bad. But if you look out those tailpipes, you see a lot of flame as they go into the corner. That is off throttle time, soft tires, and off throttle time. Always makes for better racing, and we're seeing that here tonight. As we're not even that far into the race, but definitely see tires starting to fall off just a little bit.
25 laps in, and they haven't been all green with that caution before they even completed the first lap, and we've got almost 2 seconds of fall off already with our leader Kyle Turzak. His fastest lap at 30.01. He's running a 31.86 the last time by, so that is very promising to see. With Carson Quapple a little bit faster at 29.94. He's a full 2 seconds off his best lap.
Yeah, I'm almost wondering.
Austin Beers and TJ Majors are doing some
trying to run away,
racing up here
if he can. Whereas Quapple is.
Austin fell back that far, huh? Was he in that wreck?
Oh, he just about wrecked.
Keep his
Yeah,
time.
I'm running a 7th, man.
Longer.
I mean,
Austin
like,
Beers
second
for it, and
I'm talking about Millet and Beers.
Yeah, not TJ. TJ's back by me.
In the middle of the corner.
That must be Quapple then.
Racetrack, they'll go
Yeah, it's got to be Quapple. Never mind.
It's gonna open the door.
They're racing really hard back here too. So
big wiggle.
Oh, consequence.
Quapple maintains the spot. Now that Zach enters the picture here, applies
Great thing, I mean.
here. So Austin now on
Got
top.
one out, Zach.
Millet.
Shady Acres would
Stay
say, oh, I think they're just
low.
riding and logging
Clear
laps.
high,
Well,
clear high.
second, third, and fourth, they are not
You got
doing
nowhere to
that.
go.
64 working that outside lane, trying to get a good run off the top. We saw him out of 4 get a good
got
run.
3 wide back here.
Jump inside here into 3. Do they give room this time?
It didn't last time. Check up for Austin, trying to pinch him down, crosses him up a little bit off turn 4. Millet closes onto it. Oh, Millet down to the turf.
Grass.
Sorry, guys.
One around on the backstretch.
Got one
Look, if you're
inside.
gonna wreck, just
No caution.
run.
Stay high. There's the car on
Let
the
me
low
go.
side. Clear low.
You went
clear
low. Dang, I was hoping that would be the caution.
Stu's still going at it, not giving any room. See Quapple switching lanes though. He's working that middle to high lane now while Austin Beers is back to the bottom.
You're pulling away
He
from
saw that
out
the
front.
64 was
We got
getting a good run off the top
seconds.
and
The
was
lead is
able to
just
dive bomb him into the corner. So you see him
31.805.
working a little bit higher up.
Hey, Bryant.
Early in
Yeah,
but you
lap
can
1.
gas quicker. Not as good for your tires. But you see him
car in like
he's gapped
Q3, I think.
Extra 4 or 5
Wrecked the entire field almost.
Just running that middle lane. See Austin Beers
I started
to the
9th, I think.
the white line, white and blue line, I should say.
Got one outside.
I think Austin
I got about a minute 30 of damage
Stay low.
left.
a little bit of clean.
But there hasn't been a caution, so I haven't been able to fix it.
You're clear high. Clear high.
You see Zach Millet though, just running in line with them, able to maintain. He's also not pushing, from what I can tell. He just doesn't have that look about his car where he's just trying to make something happen. He would have happily taken P2 if they didn't have to race it any harder, but I think he's pretty content where he is.
Real quick back in 8th now, trying to fend off the 93 of Slade Bennett.
Chris, I'll run higher.
Through all that battling, Turzak had to have been loving that because he stretched his lead to about 1.5 now.
Yeah, especially if he did burn his tires off a little bit more, he needs them to be fighting as much as they possibly can. It's all him out. Neil Quick can get a run off the top side here. The 93 finish that run off the high side out of 4 like Austin Beers was trying to do, and he's able to make the pass.
We give a call to TJ Majors here as he continues to run down the top 10. Even being involved in that first lap incident, didn't take too much damage, if any, but he's doing okay. Couple of spots up from where he started and plenty of race to go.
But you know, Steve, his car doesn't look that bad either. Because you and I were looking at it, he took a couple pretty significant hits, but I don't see hardly a scratch on it.
Steve Durbin back on the racetrack, albeit many laps down. 81 was the driver that came around off turn 4 at the end of lap 1, where everybody else got wadded up behind him.
You see him, he's got a little bit of nose damage. He's wiggling the car around. Looks like he had a fuel issue. He's not out of it though, he's staying, keeping his foot in it.
The leader just did a 31.985.
Drives it in way deep into that corner.
Durbin 2 laps down in 32nd. You want to say his night is done, but a couple of cautions depending on where he is. He could put some of these laps back, so his race not over just as of yet.
He passed him like he was standing still. It's almost like he's got fresh tires. He is flying.
Well, Durbin did pit at lap 30, about 6 laps to go, and it appears he did take 4 fresh tires and bolted them on. So there's that differential in speed that we talked about. It was about 2 seconds of fall off, at least for our leaders. And it's still growing. Well, Terzak's slowest lap so far.
I hope that doesn't add to my repair
The
time.
last time by.
I wasn't paying attention.
2 seconds of fall off to this point.
That abrasive Charlotte surface. TJ Majors let 81 go. Yeah, I'm curious if this is going to kick off a bit of a pit road cycle here. Seeing how these guys have got to be seeing how slow these old tires are compared to the fresh tires. I know they only have 4 sets, but they're coming up on fuel run, and you know, these guys further back, they might want to look at pitting early and trying to leapfrog a few of these faster guys up front, try to get some ground built
Carson,
up.
when you go back, you check my right front. Pretty sure it's destroyed.
Speaking of tire fall off and lap times, Kyle Terzak talked earlier in the race how he is just aggressive and hammer down every single lap. Well, unfortunately, it's starting to hurt him. It's cut that lead down
Of course, the one
to just under 6/10 of a second. It was 1.4, 1.5 not all that long ago. So the grip going away on the 56.
And now that Carson Quapple's out in that clean-ish air, he's away from the 64, dragging him back. You see him, he's just chomping at
Clear low.
at Terzak. Zach Millett and Austin Beers back at it again.
Millett really trying to get a side draft. I don't think he was alongside the 64 far enough to make it work.
Go high. Got one outside.
Millett's got to protect that right rear. He's going to go to the back of this line if he's not careful.
All clear, all clear.
Well,
Probably 5 to 8 laps away from some green flag pit stops.
your right rear looking
So
good.
that fuel window 45 to
Your right
47
front,
laps.
your door,
We got
your
a
right
few
rear
caution
line.
laps to start this one off, so that extends things out a little bit.
These two still side by side.
Pretty sure I got like 30
Give it up.
damage.
This is the battle for third, but we have a battle for the race lead as Quapple takes a look and goes to the bottom of the racetrack and swiftly takes the top spot. Maybe a crossover from Terzak, maybe not. Quapple clear, back out in front as Austin Beers gets the wall as Millett gets clear.
Man, a lot happened in that one corner. Yeah, it looks like Millett might have just kind of cleared himself off the nose of the 64. And then Carson Quapple, by the same token, looks like he just dove into the corner and spooked the 64, or sorry, not 64, spooked the 56 up just a little bit, and was able to just drive in there, slide up in front of him, take the lead. That was a good move.
We're nearing the end of our first fuel run here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Carson Quapple back out in front.
Well, hell, I'm matching the leader's lap times. I'm just a track behind.
I'm pitting right here.
Gavin Hinson, Brent Butler, Slade Benish, Kyle Hardy, TJ Major is the top 10. Changing position here is Hardy, I think. No, Slade Benish is now on pit road. Coming a little bit early, trying to undercut these
If
guys.
I had a clean car,
Position.
I probably had something.
22 pitting.
And I don't dislike that move.
I want to say I had a tire saving figured out.
Kind of back out in the top 10 like he was.
36 pitting.
Why not? Why not give it a shot? Maybe catch a caution just right and offset
We have
these
about 2
tires.
laps of fuel left.
Well, even still, he knows that everybody in front of him is going to have to pit within a handful of laps anyway, so he'll get a chance to get the laps back. And it may put him in a better position if he can go out there and run a couple of hot laps, 2.5 seconds quicker than everybody else.
pitting.
Pitting. Number 5 pitting.
I believe we got Terzak on
We
pit
have
road as
about
well,
1
do we
lap
not?
of fuel left.
Kyle Terzak on pit road in the box.
Go high.
What does Quaffle do now?
The leader is
He's going to
pitting
have to come
now.
down next. Majors, Brent Butler's away. And here comes some more. Brent Butler, TJ Majors, Dan Dixon, Mike Koch.
Number 3 pitting.
Don't forget to pit this lap for more fuel.
Pitting right here, guys. Pitting right here, Steve.
Zach Millett is
Putting on
shot
pit.
out of a cannon.
on pit.
Going about a tenth and a half quicker than Quapple the last time by. And here comes Carson. Austin Beers will
Pit
come
box
down with
in
him.
10. The leader is pitting now.
Millett stays on the track to lead a lap.
5, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, Carson had to come down this time. If he waited too long, then Terzak
All the
would
damage is
have
repairable.
definitely undercut him and taken the
Oh,
lead
good.
back.
It didn't add to my damage.
I mean, how does that really pay off, though? If this thing runs green the rest of the way, which I
All
don't
right, man,
anticipate
caution is out.
happening, but
Caution is out.
if that's the
55-80.
case, you know, Quapple coming down a couple of laps
That's
later,
it, go.
yeah, he's
Gotta be
lost
kidding.
some track position because he didn't come down, but does it come back in the end?
Line up
If
single
I'm
file.
expecting a
Pit road
race to run
closed.
green, I
Left
want to
up
be the
80,
last one on
car
new
by.
tires. And if I'm expecting cautions, I want to be the first one on new tires because you got a chance to play around with the cautions. Zach Millett is on pit road now.
So the proverbial first one to pit last.
2.
Big cracks.
Oh, caution on the
A
speedway.
jerk-off wreck.
So
Gets to the
that put me a
box.
lap down.
Pit cycle.
Left up 90.
I think this might have been Doug Wysocki coming to pit
when the yellow
lane.
flag came out.
Or Chris Harrison, maybe?
guys. I'm trying not to run out.
Harrison is towed to the box, so maybe it was him, but Millett,
Of course, Millett gets to go around the pace car, and I don't.
I believe, no, he did lose a lap, but he's the first one a lap.
I got
No,
like
Hinson's the
12
first a lap.
I'll go in and get some damage repaired, 1 lap down at least.
He got a free stop out of this.
Pit road is now open.
We're about to see if this was a gift from above or a curse for Zach Millett. Well, it looks like it might have been a gift.
Looks like it was the 71 that had a moment out there on the speedway.
This
This is is off turn number 2.
Looks like somebody's
Back
throwing
it
a
up a
back
little further. Didn't catch it as it happened. There we go.
I don't
Yeah.
think I'll be able to go around the pace car here.
He was coming out of pit lane, it looks like.
Cold tires. Oh, up on the banking. Air gets up underneath the car. Oh, big hit.
Man, I was on pit road when that caution came out.
Not to
too.
mention the commitment cone violation, or the, I'm sorry, the blend line violation that he was going to get. But
I was talking where I
I
was
think he
at,
would have
too.
taken that over hitting the wall.
I had 5 laps of
I'm
fuel
pretty sure that
left.
white
I
smoke
stayed out, but I didn't want to lose too
a
much
bigger
track
problem than
position.
the blue cone.
So Adam Pettit, Chuck Sweeting, Chris Wally, Chris Meffert, Vecchia, Casey Spence, and Devin Aker need to hit pit lane. They had to come down prior to the caution. And this is
Yeah, I'll
going to
get the
give
winner
Zach
now.
Millett the race lead.
Right here.
I'm right in front of you.
Yeah.
All the damage is
I need to ask Zach about where to find some golden
I was
horseshoes because
just
I can't
gonna
seem
say
to
it.
Man, I'd work my way up there a bit. Past Austin.
I'm
right
trying
before
to
the,
look for both Terzak and Quaffle. I see Quaffle.
Yeah, I think I made it up to
I gotta get
14th,
this
and
damage
then the
Terzak's
pit cycle
pretty far
started.
down in the running
But
order.
if people were coming back to me, the tires were giving out on them.
So the blessing for Zach Millett is the curse
Did you get
for
it?
Kyle
Sadie.
Terzak.
Brian, did you get the damage fixed?
Oh,
Did the car
No,
come
I'm
back up
working
into
it
the
now.
track, or did he not?
Think you're gonna finish it off?
This is going to make it
Not
for the
this time,
watch
no.
though, because Terzak's going to be on a mission.
came out.
Somebody like that ruins the.
Repairs are almost
We may
finished
end
up.
up with an
It
extra
stops like
lap
that.
of caution here just to try to get everybody set. This tends to
All right,
happen.
that's it. Go.
Exciting.
Got a big pack
able to
of
get it next
cars,
time.
Fuel, sorry, a green flag pit cycle interrupted
Line
by
up
a
single
yellow.
file. It's the 81 car.
Just glad we're
All
not
right, man,
running
we're
the old
going green next
Nextel
time by. All right, man.
restarts where the
Line up
leader
on the
would
outside
restart
row now.
15th
It's
and
the
all the black cars are in front of
151
him.
car.
I think that almost goes back to the Winston days. I think they finally went to the wave around.
Past the 45. Past the.
Yeah, except if it happened during a cycle,
Fast.
then they would still, yeah.
That,
You talk about
Let you guys
confusing,
go.
we would be, the whole time we'd be up here texting each other, trying
Miles
to
a lap
write
down.
down who was where just to keep up with anything.
Texting. They had cell phones back then?
Oh, I
is
said
there
you
a
and me.
34 car behind me? You gotta pass me.
Yeah, it just gave me that. It told me to stay behind you.
Yeah, everybody's still trying to figure out where they are.
81, goodbye.
Surzak's right behind Millet. But Millet is being scored the leader right now.
Is that guy get wave around?
151 car.
I don't know, Chris Wally's probably throwing a
Should be
fit
tailing
at the
guys.
moment trying
Y'all
to get this
just
whole
might
thing
have
sorted.
to all pass me.
Oh, I mean, iRacing
I
handles some
gotta
of it.
pass you.
Everybody past 45.
They are doubled up and the lights are off, so they're going green this time. Millet's in the lead.
I don't know if they're going to wave it off, though. You got to get a lot of cars caught up.
Hey, I'm just
double
gonna drop
file.
it
You
back.
run the
We're
risk
gonna
of a
have to
bigger
clear some
problem
black.
on the
Line
restart
up
if you
with
got guys
screwed up.
coming in at speed and then having to check up. You're just going to be under caution
Take cars
again.
in.
Still got damage. I'm gonna move to the top rail right off the start here for you guys.
Green, green, green.
Oh, they almost had a big wreck on
The lead
the
is
backstretch.
25.351.
96, plenty of time to get up here in front of me.
Get on the brakes.
Stay high.
Austin Beer's coming on the
Clear
outside.
low, clear
Yeah.
low. Outside. Stay low.
They're definitely extending for. Oh no, pace car was off.
We're going green.
You're clear high, clear high.
Nice day,
Everybody got caught up.
Yeah, it's such a great start.
About the tail end of the long
You got one
slide right
inside.
here.
Stay high. There's the car on the low side. All clear, all
Well, it
clear.
gets away clean from Chuck Sweeting and Adam Pettit.
Oh, it turns out already trying to make moves.
Yeah,
You weren't kidding, he
up
was
top of them, 3 and 4 here.
flying.
Wrecking.
That didn't cause.
now that they lost control.
How'd that not cause a
You're pulling
caution?
away from the car behind. The gap is 1.9
Where the hell do you think
seconds.
you're going 35? Like there's a wreck.
Turzak still 23rd, though, and not on the lead
that
lap.
was my
So
fault.
he just wants to get into that lucky dog position if the caution were to come back out. He's got one more car to pass. That's the 03 of Kyle Campbell.
How was that not a caution?
Right alongside. Oh, trouble. There's the caution. Don't we get a yellow out of this? Dan Dixon going around to the apron and no yellow.
Wow, that was a great job.
Turzak's
Locking it
pounding
down.
the steering wheel right now.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
He got by the 03 too.
Kyle Turzak, the lucky dog position now.
Outside.
If we catch a caution, he's just going to keep
Clear
marching
high,
forward
clear
because the
high.
longer this run goes, the higher the likelihood that Zach Millett will start lapping other drivers. He doesn't want to have to contend with that.
You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is 4.1 seconds.
Thanks,
That was your
Chris
fastest.
Zach might be the
Neil,
to
move back up top.
unlap himself the old-fashioned way. Watching him wrap the bottom there, he is not saving tires at all. He is trying to cut his way through the field.
I mean, we talked about it in that first run. Turzak really doesn't save much of anything.
Okay.
You got one outside.
This is the first time all night he's really been in dirty air, though.
You're clear high, clear high.
He doesn't seem to care.
Air? What's that?
The lead is did
Is it too much to put the Carson Hocevar badge on Turzak for the IROC Challenge Series?
The cars look similar, he just needs a red number. He clears the 51 of Chris Wally here. He's got open track ahead of him to get to Pettit, Sweeting, and Millet.
So now you just focus on lap time.
He's not going to do that, Steve. He's going to be hunting down that 31 car.
He's got a ways to go to catch Evan Vecchia, though.
Have a slow car on the bottom.
Half a straightaway.
Have a slow car on the bottom. Go high.
It is wild to see the back half of the top 5 there has fallen off from the front runners that much in just a handful of laps.
Got one outside.
Zach Miller will cross start finish here, put 58 laps up on the board. We're going to step aside, get a track limit side-by-side break out of the way. Stay with us. We'll be back after this.
Thanks,
All
29.
clear, all clear.
Go left.
Smart Transportation and Smart Logistic Management is your one source for all your shipping needs. 53-foot dry van shipments, auto transport shipments, full service in-house brokerage, drop-off facilities, just-in-time deliveries to all auto manufacturers, facilities in St. Louis, Missouri, Kansas City, Missouri, and Indianapolis, Indiana. Smart Logistics LLC, proud sponsor of the IROC series, Kyle Steffens, UMP modified and Silver Crown driver, and Woody Gundinger. Visit us at smart-logistics.net. Find us on Facebook.
Of course, that lap car pulls this junk right in the middle of the lane I'm running.
Oh yeah, this is fun.
I don't know why the 64's got to run me so hard. Who is that?
That's the... forgot what series he was a champion of, but he's a pro.
091.
That's Kyle Campbell. I'm not pissed at the 64 that much. I'm pissed at the guy that's running the bottom. About a 64, but burn my stuff up.
Need a caution.
Coverage that's built for speed. Frank Yea's office in South Charleston has your back.
Need a couple of them.
Blazing down the highway, protecting the home you've built, or setting up a legacy for your family.
Hey,
that was uncalled for.
Auto, home, fast, simple, and made for you. Scan the QR code on your screen now to explore all our services.
You're racing me like it's the last lap, dude. I mean,
save it for later. Call us at 304-744-7700.
I'm just trying to keep my spot and not moving for more. Racing how everybody's racing so far.
I ain't got no problem with you. I'm just trying to pass you for position. That's all.
Jeez, I know. Clear.
He likes to be doored. Yeah, man.
That was a dig at me by TJ, but you can suck it. I don't care.
Back at Charlie Motor Speedway, pretty wide with DJG 175. 66 laps on the board. Zach Miller continues to lead after a significant gift. With the caution coming out in the middle of the pit cycle just as Millett got parked in the pit box. It was the last car on the lead lap at the time, but everybody ahead of him hadn't pit yet. They all had to come down, take their tires and fuel. Millett inherited the race lead. Now defends it against Adam Pettit, who's actually running him down here, Cole.
Yeah, we talk about Zach Millett getting a break, but let's talk about Adam Pettit and Chuck Sweeting here. Sweeting's up 32 positions, Pettit up 18, and they were coming on the pit road, I believe, like roughly the lap before the caution came out, so this landed in their favor too. They went from mid-pack to battling for the lead and staying with Zach Millett.
30 spots, Chris Mefford in 5th, up 12.
The leader just did a 31.755
there.
Get this damage fixed in my lap back. I might actually be able to do something.
Just kind of stuck in traffic right now from what I can see. Not really able to move forward.
Casey needs to pass me.
Yeah, we still got a ways before we're happy. It might be just, all right, let's ride here. We kind of got bit by the caution a little bit.
Oh, you're good, man. Just get tight.
Got Anthony Mears in the chat, says Josh Mears looking good tonight too. He's up 10 positions in 15th. That number 36 machine.
Need this baby to be like 3 lanes wider.
Just watching while we were on break. Mears battling with a handful of guys, tight racing, tight, clean racing, and
Go low, TJ. We'll get
doing a good job hanging out there.
Thank you, Brian.
His position definitely just logging laps, trying to learn what they can do later.
That pack behind us was catching us, but now they're falling off.
Race, and best thing you can do is just we'll have something for later on.
Shoot, I might be passing Carson back in 3 laps.
Austin Beers.
Heck, I'm running faster than the leaders.
Side by side.
Damn, this would have been my race if I didn't get wrecked out.
Open into the door, the 64.
And Austin has not let anybody have any air inside their cars all night long. He has been down there just enough to take the air off of them, get him real loose below him, but he doesn't one of these times. Look who's waiting in the wings.
Waiting. He's not waiting. He's right there. Timmy up the racetrack again, trying to keep it off the door. Schofield got the left sides, I think, right on that
I couldn't get by him.
line at the 8. Got him up a little bit. Good job checking up to keep running Austin up the racetrack, but now he's going to lose this spot instead of taking a spot.
I understand he's probably frustrated with people, but I mean, it ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm trying to race a plane. He's put me in the wall.
I think we've seen that all night long too. If you've got 3 or 4 cars in a line, if you don't get that position taken in 1 or 2 sets of corners, you're going to end up losing ground. As you see, Schofield, he's losing.
You've really got to plan your attack appropriately. You've got a really good run. You kind of have to take it and see what it's going to give you. You're not going to have a whole lot of opportunity to get 2 or 3 or 4 cracks at it, especially if you've got a trailing car that got similar pace, because they're going to run right to the back bumper and possibly take the spot. That's exactly what happened to Tim Schofield, and now he's lost another here to Devin Aker.
I wonder if TJ was watching that battle, trying to figure out the best way around Mears too, because he's done a good job. Mears has a good job of defending his position tonight, just by taking the air off of people's doors. And I'm wondering if TJ sat back there like, I can't pass him on the bottom. I've got to find a way around the top, or I've got to move him. Something's got to happen. You see him not immediately attack.
Battle for the race lead. Chuck Sweeting, Zach Millett. Sweeting on the bottom here, almost side by side at start finish.
Side draft into the corner. Bill's going to get a good run off the top here.
Here's the situation, too. We've just been talking about this. Do you make those attempts to pass? How many tries does Chuck Sweeting get before it opens the door for Pettit to take second away? He's right there on the back bumper.
That's it.
Well, and back to Schofield, while we're watching the battle for the lead, I was watching him the second to last dive he made trying to get past Austin Beers. You could see just the way the car's into was that he was getting impatient. He was driving it into the corner. He was trying to throttle up early, slide up in front of Austin, and it just wasn't working. And the last time, he really buried it in the corner, and you just saw him have to get out of the gas lift, like I talked about in that first caution that came out. When you lift and hit the brakes, that car goes straight. Have complete control whenever you make a move like that, but you just see him running out of patience, and obviously it didn't work for him. It looks like it's not working for Sweet. It looks like he falls back to third, and it takes second.
Kyle Turzak now still shown in the 22nd position.
I think he got the good out of those good years too. He was gaining ground on Millet there for a little while, and has started to fall back into the clutches of the top 5.
Still made his way up there considerably as Turzak not that far back from these leaders, just a half a quarter.
Might go low in one.
I think you're right there. Wait, his last time behind, Chris Mefford up the racetrack. More banging off the corner.
Shoot, here in a little bit, I might pass Kyle and get Lucky Dog spot.
Mefford's not really appreciating it all that much.
Chris Mefford, the 4th place machine, too.
Yeah, he's not embracing it for position. He's probably thinking, man, you had your chance to go get your lap back the hard. Do it, so get out of the way now.
Gives him a little kiss into 3. I will say this about Kyle Turzak. He's good. And he's also good enough to just give you a little nudge to let you know he's not happy and not turn you.
Did a 32.002.
When he's running on track, roughly where he was early on. He led laps early, but before he led those laps, he was kind of hanging around the top 5, right around where Medford is now. He's racing around the guys that he would normally be racing around. And Steve, you want to know what one of the most frustrating things in the world is? To race around the same guy over and over, and neither one of you can get away, especially when one of those cars is a lap down.
See how much patience Chris Wally has with Turzak here on the turn number 2.
Outside. You're clear high, clear high.
Sorry guys, I was doing everything I could to get my car out Bell's way.
Running into this tire tracks right now.
Got one outside.
Turzak's trying to find a way back around Medford there. You see him cutting across the weight, trying to get some clean air on that nose.
See that dirty air dumping on Chris Wally there, shot him up the racetrack right there in 1 and 2.
Got the bottom 3 wide. Got one outside. You're 2 wide there.
And
All
look
clear,
at just how
all
much
clear.
Medford has gapped Wally, and they were nose to tail before Medford passed Turzak there. And it might not seem like much now, Steve, but when those pit cycles come around, I mean, half a tenth to a tenth on pit road is massive. Wally looking to the inside here, just poking his nose in, letting Turzak know he's there.
You behind Waffle, Ryan?
Yeah, I'm still behind.
Sperling may have had a problem out on the track here. Let's take a look here.
I'm faster than he is. I just can't pass him.
Up here.
Yeah, but just a heads up, you are like gone half the lap.
And has left. So Sperling taking it to the garage and
Moving up top
seeing
of you
a
guys.
miss there on the 30 machine. He was involved in an incident. He's multiple laps down.
Since you're racing for position, when you get here, I'll let you
Not
by.
quite right with the 30.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'll get there or not.
Thank you, sir.
I feel like I'm faster than he is too.
Still tight together, but
I've run
there. We said at the beginning of this run,
like
they very
second half.
quickly separated themselves from the rest of the top 5, and that continues. Chris Mefford in 4th, about 1.9 back from these leaders.
Sam, I'll go high when you get here. Hey, go low.
I think these guys early on just decided, hey, let's work together. Let's not pressure each other too much. Just run our lines and see if we can get away from the rest of the pack and then sort it out later on. I mean, you see that super speedway racing all the time. Obviously, this is
Nobody can get by Austin. You're the only one who's successfully done it.
if you've got a fast enough race.
And he's got a log jam of cars right here.
The leader just did a 32.112. Outside.
Pettit has taken over the second spot.
You're
Sweeting
clear high,
back
clear
third.
high.
Sweeting, though, still a little bit quicker than Pettit. Almost a tenth. Sorry, a hundredth quicker. Nope. I'll be all right.
It's alright, Steve, man. It's hard for everyone.
It's been a long day.
Now, it looks like Pettit might have got second place from Sweeting whenever they were trying to get past Millet, and just kind of a crime of opportunity, if you will. He got the 75 off balance and was able to make the pass, and now they're just kind of
Set up,
right. And it's why I say that he's trying to stick with the 31, driving in deep in the center.
Might be approaching another round of green flag pit stops here in relative short order. Let's take a look. And Millet went 47 laps on that first run. He was in the pits when the caution came out. Laps now.
Mears, you almost took me out.
Pettit actually went 49, so we talked about 45 to 47 on load of fuel. Is Pettit now going for the race lead?
What I need is a caution.
Oh, yeah, it's just a little bit too high, though. Millet running the middle line. Sweeting just trying to figure out who's going to be faster off the corner to push that person down the straightaway, or it looks like he thought about going too wide there for a second, thought better of it.
Braking in turn 4. Braking on the front
89 battle for the race lead. Adam Pettit, Zach Millet. Millet up
I
top.
hear a lot of wrecking, no caution.
Car 75.
Millet gets the wall.
Taking
They
the
go
lead.
two. Chuck Sweeting's going to go up the cut. He'll take advantage. He'll take the second spot, and now he challenges for the race
Oh,
lead.
that caused motor problems for me.
Why
That's great.
do we
What
not
was
give
gonna
that
happen to
real? I literally
31?
called it out.
And Sweeting
We
said,
don't have
thank
a
you
working
very
headset,
much.
or
I
what?
will take the lead.
Tim
Millet
was on
trying
my
to tuck in
butt,
behind the
bud. He slammed on the
75.
brakes
Not
on the
enough room to
middle
do
of
it.
the track.
Sweeting about to put him into the bottom wall there. Millet loose into the corner.
Millet really loose on entries. TJ Majors comes to pit lane.
Caution.
I
Yeah, there's nothing in
definitely
this.
was high
31.
enough.
I'll
It
be
shouldn't
burning
have
right
been a
rear
problem.
tire off that thing.
Yeah.
Car just looks unstable. All of a sudden he's on wiggling it down the straightaway.
You have about
Trying to make
5
sure the
laps
toe
to
is
go
all
left.
lined out.
Everybody's been sitting there all race. We decided to drive right through him after he called it out.
Probably trying to figure out what happened because he was, what, 2 seconds ahead before
Hitting the
the
time 64.
first round of pit stops came in, and now these guys who've gained,
Carson's almost out of fuel.
50 positions put together,
5 car,
Suddenly
pit this
passed him,
time
and
by,
he's-
pit
There he
this
goes.
time, 5 car.
figure out where they came from. Oh, is that damage to Neil Quick?
It's just the paint scheme. No, right front damage on the
The
two.
car in front is pitting.
Rears kicked in too.
I'm lucky dog right
Did
here.
a
Caution.
31.971.
Let's take a look. Oh, guys going to pit lane. Steve Spears in it big time.
I run a drive since I'm lucky dog.
TJ Majors going to the pits. Oh, wow, that was close.
The car behind is closing on you.
Here's
Left.
Your leaders still Chuck Sweeting, Adam Pettit, Zach Millet. Millet back full second.
Then I'll be out of fuel for a lucky dog.
In pit lane. We'll see what kind of repairs the 64 is going to have to affect here. Or if any. Got him in the right rear.
You have about 2 laps of fuel
Back
left.
out.
Oh, but Schofield's got some nose
82 fitting.
damage.
82 fitting.
Just piled right into the back
76.
of, I believe that was Neil Quick. Such an odd
96
incident there too, Steve. I mean, it looked like
Inside,
Majors was already down on pit road.
stay
It looked like
high.
Austin Beers maybe made
All
a
clear,
late
all
commitment
clear.
into the pits, and then just guys in front of him didn't see him.
We got Wayne Cannon in the
car in
chat.
front
Says,
is
what's
pitting.
up, everyone? Wayne
You have
runs
about
the
1 lap of fuel
Full Life
left.
Motorsports League that we just started
Don't
covering
forget
here
to
on
hit this
Monday
lap for
night.
more
Late
fuel.
model stock short track racing.
7 pitting.
Headed to Lanier
The car
next
behind
week.
is closing on you. The gap is
Thanks for checking in, Wayne.
4.6 seconds.
Steve, Zach Millett, he must have maybe done some damage to that car.
Definitely
Really
driving like a
his
dump
tires
truck
off, 'cause
now.
He's falling
Pit
back
boxing,
to
10.
behind Chris Medford here.
Welcome to the club.
And it said I was
5,
down on power, so that should be great.
Oh, that sucks.
2, 1. Right here.
At this point, he'd have that
All the
meatball
damage is
flag at this
repairable.
point, but maybe he's got a lot of heat into that right rear, just kind of laying off the pace here, trying to cool it down. But here he comes to pit
Sorry, Steve, I
lane.
didn't
Yeah,
realize they
for
were
you,
that
man.
close.
You were running pretty good.
All good. I'm pitting the
I
stop.
couldn't. If I got
That's it,
by
go.
Austin, I was side by side with him for like 3 laps, and then
on
I
that
just.
run, though. Stretched it
The
all
car
the way out.
behind is pitting.
I think Neil should have stayed up higher to go around those guys. They called
on pit lane.
it out, so I went high.
Well, Steve,
And all of a sudden, Neil slams on the brakes in front of me.
Chuck said
Like,
something
oh,
about that wreck on a pit road. He may have been trying to
And I
find
was
a clean lane.
a
down
lane and a half
so
up.
he didn't get run over, and decided to let Medford by, and he had a gap behind him after that.
Say hi, man. Brant,
Quick
go
stop
low.
for Millet, 1477, 4 tires and
17,
fuel. Now
coming
Chris
to
Wally
17.
come to a stop from the top
Thank you.
5. Wally, another one of those guys that got a gift in that
car
first
down.
caution,
Go high.
gained a ton of track
Yeah, man.
position.
Austin's
75
going back in the pits.
Okay, no
What's
problem.
going on there?
Held on
Maybe he's just
outside.
calling it a night.
You're clear
I was
high,
gonna say he's
clear
making the
high.
most of it. He is not. He's not showing that that's a fluke. He has held on to his
27
position
pitting right here.
really, really well, even though he's had to battle Terzak the whole time.
The leader is pitting now. The car in front is pitting.
Adam Pettit
Have a slow car on the bottom.
into his pit box. Chris Medford on pit road as well. Evan Vecchia.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was walking you
The
there.
tire's not talking about how you don't.
I was thinking the same thing.
The leader did a
Meanwhile, Austin Beers with a black flag. I don't know if he had a
44.2.
blend line violation or speeding on exit. Either way, the
Yeah, both guys come up
64
here, I didn't want
they
to shoot
come down
long
and
to
pit.
a
but Right rear damage still present.
If only.
Number 64.
If only I wouldn't have been in that wreck.
Not a night ender, Steve, but at this stage of the race, it's going to be tough coming back from that.
Chuck Sweeting, Casey Bentz. Bentz finishing up. Sorry, Sweeting finishing up his
The car
stop.
behind is pitting.
And Steve, I saw the Jack go burning through another set of tires. I know they have
Outside.
limited sets. Maybe he,
You're clear
in some
high, clear
frustration,
high.
forgot to check his tires.
Go ahead, Doug. Take the high side.
Or it could be the dreaded iRacing glitch we've seen
Thank you.
rear its ugly head a couple of times. Wayne Cannon asking about
Alright,
Christian
Luke,
Strader.
taking the lead.
Colt, I believe Strader was involved in that lap 1 caution, that massive crash off turn 4.
Only got to pass one car to
9 should have a Reese's Pieces logo on the hood.
You're gaining on the car in front. The gap
shooting
is
13 laps down.
2.9
Yeah, he was
seconds. Get
lucky
one
dog.
cars
outside.
involved
Stay
in that one.
low.
I was just trying to pick
Go
through
low.
How did that happen?
who made it through the wreck.
Stay low.
That was easier to figure out than
Right.
who was in it.
You're clear high, clear
You
high.
want some drama, Colt?
Rigging on the back
I
stretch.
who's
see it,
leading and
TJ.
look who's
Pictures of
second.
Steven.
Thank you.
Let me get around Evan.
What a hit cycle for TJ.
Ryder Racing 14 in the chat.
Oh, TJ got
WM
back there.
as well. What's up, guys? Also here from 4 Wide Motorsports. Thanks for checking in, guys. Yeah, so TJ Major's out in front, but yeah, he smacked the wall pretty hard there off of turn 2. I don't know if he realized that Millett was in the mirror. He says, all right, time to gear up.
Got one outside.
These guys have had some bad blood the last handful of
Clear
races, and
high,
the
clear
whip
high.
car involved Majors down the racetrack as the 13 was not on the lead lap, and we don't get a caution. Kyle White is to the outside of the 6 as Millett will retake the top spot. Oh, man.
What just happened?
Go low.
I was just going to say what an amazing pit stop TJ would have had to have, and he has got damage on the front end and the left rear. You can see it crinkled in just a bit, and I would imagine there are more exhaust fumes coming out of his ears than out of those tailpipes right now.
He is not going to be a happy camper.
Got one inside.
Really
Stay
hoping to
high.
watch those two fight it out, and unfortunately,
Clear low, clear low.
Lady Luck deals a bad hand.
Could could use that caution right about now.
Tough break, but you know, Steve.
Can you wait till I get lucky, dog?
The bad blood they kind of have it.
I got 5 seconds before I'm lapped.
Have a chance to race it out tonight.
That's secret.
Two really fast cars.
To steal a line from him.
I thought you was putting in an order.
I think it would have been better if he cracked up the car.
Oh, good luck. Good luck, everyone.
What happened just a moment
Try that again.
The lead just did a 31.
TJ Majors. Majors was trying to put him a lap down. Another lap down.
Here to work.
Either way, Majors was the leader here off of turn number 2. This is just a moment ago.
Durbin, go low.
White gets the fence.
All good, man. Thank you.
Inside. Still there.
TJ looks like he just didn't have time to react
Clear
to
low,
it.
clear low.
This reminds me, I think it was Richmond, where I want to say it was definitely a short track. Majors was just lights out all night long, dominating the race. And I think it was with 1 to go. I think it was Doug Wysocki ran out of fuel, and it looked just like that.
Hope this thing goes green.
He ended up getting collected. And
Be honest.
finished in 3rd or 4th, and I believe Ken went on to win it.
Oh, I don't blame you. Good spot.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm on the door of
Looking at his car, though, I mean, he's going to have
6th place.
damage. It's going to be significantly tighter, but if he doesn't have engine damage,
Should get by him pretty easy.
it's like he was really trying to keep solid contact from away from my car.
I reckon the start of the race really
away from him. He was trying to
paid off.
but yeah, he looks like he's down on horsepower. Maybe the toe been out of it as well. It's going to fight him through the corners now.
About a full second off the pace here, and they just finished pit stop, so.
That's such a frustrating situation for you. I've been in that exact spot, running so good. Have a really good pit stop and caught up in something you shouldn't have been.
Billet still leads now, but Quapple up to the 2nd spot.
Speaking of good pit stops, he was hanging around the back half of the top 5, middle of the top 10. Cycled up to what would have been 3rd before TJ Majors.
Come on, yellow. Come on, yellow. Come on, yellow.
1 in 2nd.
Need a string of yellows.
He's still P3 and P4 as well.
Oh shoot, I was gonna let Chuck go down low.
Am I blinking? Why is everybody blinking?
I'm just going to call it the mushroom sense.
Well, I'm not lucky dog anymore.
Caution for some of those.
you're blinking
Makes
like
this
crazy.
more interesting for sure. First of all, it's not a game. But yeah,
Gavin Henson.
Might put himself back on the lead lap. Got past Mellon.
Gavin got sent to the pits.
it really does make it like a sim.
It is
What?
realistic. I will
Yeah,
say
for
that.
bad connection.
No, iRacing has been
Oh, no.
very bad.
He gonna be mad.
So yeah, I guess it is realistic.
He was just complaining about blinking, wasn't he?
Their cautions
Yeah.
have not been
Oh, that burns so much.
5 cars pile up and
The
go
lead
into pit
just did a
road. Several of them sideways.
31.349.
And no caution.
Yeah, that was in the middle of turn 4, and there was traffic coming, obviously. The delta between those cars checking up to come to pit lane versus those guys that were staying out on track. I'm shocked we didn't get one.
Oh, it would have made that turn 4 lap 1 caution look like it would have not been good.
Yes, sir.
Now, I would agree that maybe the issue with TJ and the 13 could have got away with it. They were off track. I would have liked to seen a caution thrown there,
I'm
but
gonna block you with everything I got, Brian.
they were out of the way of traffic and they kept it down until they got back up to speed.
I reckon and calls a caution.
Battle for second, Carson Quapple.
Just
Adam
do it gently.
Quapple has lost
one
about a
outside.
second plus now to the race
All
leader,
clear,
Zach
all
Millett.
clear.
They're gonna
Your
go
car looks pretty good. A little bit of right rear damage
at the
and
racetrack.
left door, but it looks like a car.
It's tied off before.
It's got some wrinkles in it.
So I want to ask this question,
How'd mine look?
We're tuned to racing, especially on
Fine
old
from the back.
because I just don't really do it hardly at all
That's what she
anymore. But
said.
is it possible that Quapple, given the tire fall off and how important that is here, Is he saving right now? Is he trying to stretch this one out, save a little bit of fuel, of course, but also taking care of the tire in the meantime, knowing that Millet and him are relatively on equal footing as far as pace?
I would say typically that would be what you would do. I mean, I had incidents.
Brian, go past Millet quick.
I was doing the same thing.
Yeah.
I had short hit a bunch of guys, and they came out with 5 lap fresher tires than I did, and they were way faster, so I let him go. And
Got some racing up here. Maybe it'll happen.
that being said, though, running side by side with a guy is going to take.
I would appreciate a mess of some kind.
Than anything else would.
You're pulling away from the
Anything else will. So I don't know if you would
Be mine like I get collected again.
edit or maybe actually racing him, or decided that maybe I'm not quite fast enough right now. Now he could be going in a fuel saving, or not fuel saving, tire saving mode after he lost P2 there.
Conservation efforts for sure here, it seems, for Carson Quapple, but now he's going to pinch down Chuck Sweeting there just a bit there off turn number 2. Maybe give it a go once or twice, and if it can... Sweeting now backs it down, and he'll tuck back in behind the 5 of Quapple.
We'll call it aggressive conservation, Steve.
Is that like DW's co-opetition?
Something like that.
Nice.
It'll go in the same book. Sweeting switches it up. He goes to the outside this time.
He's got the run through the mid-corner here, and he'll carry that momentum off turn number 2 and get clear of Quapple. So move Sweeting up to 3rd. Quapple back where he started in 4th.
You're pulling away from the car.
Crazy how that works.
Millet in some traffic, and look who's on the back bumper. It's Kyle
Yeah, it
Terzak.
gets you from 2 seconds back. Crazy.
I was about to say we haven't talked about Terzak here in a little while, but yeah, he is right up the bumper of
I'm just
Zach
glad you
Millet.
appreciate it.
Terzak made his pit stop at lap 91 and loses some ground here mid-corner, but he's in the lucky dog position right now. This race is run relatively clean. I did talk to Chris Wally earlier in the week, comparative to last week's race on Tuesday, but he said, I'm kind of thinking Charlotte kind of might be a wreck fest, and so far it's been pretty good. Terzak pancakes the wall.
Yeah, Charlotte really goes only one of 2 ways, and it is a complete and total wreck fest, or it just goes green the whole way, and there's not really... There's no rhyme or reason for it. It's all up to the drivers and how they handle it. You know, the track could be 120 degrees or it could be 68 degrees like what we're looking at right now.
56,
I'm sorry,
guys
78
trying to stay
degrees.
at the wall, dude.
And it could be, you know, one race you think
No
is
caution.
going to be flag to flag, and
You're pulling
That was
away
Kyle,
from the
too.
car.
Pacing, and vice versa. So, yeah, these guys, we've had a couple of cautions, but these guys have done
They
a
keep wrecking, no caution.
part keeping it green, running these long runs out.
Got one outside.
Real quick, I believe I figured
clear
out.
high, clear high.
Oh, there it is! Cody Lee was just going to talk about him. Gets into Kyle Terzak, sends him spinning down the racetrack.
He is stingy
And no
with
caution
those
still.
flags, isn't he?
How is that
I think
still
it's
not a
always a
caution?
Terzak
I don't think he
instantly
manually throws
defends.
it.
goes to pit lane. That does it. I was just going to say, we're trying to figure out who the 51 was earlier, and we thought it was Chris Wally, but Wally's in a black and white paint scheme. But it's actually Cody Wally. I think this is Chris's brother. It's a very small 1 in that first 5. It's a 151. And unfortunately, Cody involved in another incident here that takes out what could have been a contender if Terzak was able to get back on the lead lap. But all that out the window. Terzak in pit lane with some pretty heavy damage. Also want to make note, Austin
Caught
Beers
that
taking
draft.
his car to the garage. He is officially out. P175.
And Steve, something we haven't got to talk about in recent years with really stock car racing as a whole is attrition. And I mean, we just saw 3 of the fastest
I don't know,
guys
but
tonight.
fire 'em.
TJ Majors and now Kyle Terzak.
Fix that button. Hold
Austin
on.
Beers all being taken out. All guys running really well early on.
I need some accidental cautions.
The gift he just had cycling to the lead, but then getting wrecked out. I mean, just the attrition is starting to take effect.
Made it a top 20.
Continuing to lead now, really turning up the afterburners. 3.3 seconds back to Adam Pettit and Chuck Sweeting. We're going to step aside for our final side-by-side break. We'll be back with some potentially more green flag pit stops coming up relatively soon. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
It's about time to be getting cautions. It's getting a little late here.
0.881.
Because I got to fix my damage and get a lap back. And pass a whole bunch of cars. That's a tall order.
Go low.
Smart Transportation and Smart Logistic Management is your one source for all your shipping needs. 53-foot dry van shipments,
Got one outside.
transport shipments, full service,
Still
in-house
there.
brokerage,
All
drop-off
clear, all clear.
facilities, just-in-time deliveries to all auto manufacturers, facilities in St. Louis, Missouri, Kansas City, Missouri, and Indianapolis, Indiana. Smart Logistics LLC, proud sponsor of the IROC series. Kyle Steffens, he will be modified in Silver Crown Driver, and Gordy Gundig with the World of Outlaws Lakewood. Visit us at smart-logistics.net. Find us on Facebook.
Thank you, sir.
Sorry, Devin, I was trying to get out of the way. I didn't realize you were going there.
Hey, you're good, man.
If I pit early here, will it maximize my chances? I think it will. Because I'm not going to get lucky, dog. But if I got fresh tires, I can make up ground on the track and stay out if a caution does come out. Because I don't want to run it empty again.
Braking on the back
Daly's
here.
office in South Charleston has your back. Whether you're blazing down the highway, protecting the home you built, or setting up a legacy
No yellow.
we've got the coverage you need. Auto,
Another one?
life,
I know, no yellow, right?
and made for you. Scan the QR code on your screen now to explore all our services and start a free quote today. Lock it in, save it for later, or call us at 304-744-7700 to get started.
I pit around 130 something.
high.
I know, right, Brian? Need a competition
Deleted
yellow here or
is
something.
32.059.
Yes, sir.
Pass fourth place with a broken car.
Back to the 3 wide with DJG 175 at Charlotte in the latter stages. Pit stops coming up
It wouldn't be
soon.
much use because I'm going to pit right here soon.
Involved with Kyle White. White going down a lap, got into the fence, and eventually collected Kyle Turzak, much like what we saw. Sorry, other way around. Kyle White was TJ. It was Cody Wally collecting Turzak, but a very similar incident with TJ Majors with Kyle White. Both drivers running into a lapper.
Fueling up
Having
now should
problems.
get us to the finish.
A tough break for both of those guys. Nothing they really did wrong, just wrong place at the
I'm
wrong
going to wait a
time.
couple. I don't think that's right.
I want to make note, too, here. Before we went to break, Millen had about a 3.5 second lead over Adam Pettit, and that has shrunk to 2.6 seconds. We saw it at the end of the last long green flag run.
Got
Millen
one outside.
really got loosened up. That right rear tire
All clear, all
screaming
clear.
at the end of that run. So maybe he's running into some similar issues now.
Go low here, Deb.
Well, one note on that, Steve.
Probably make it from here.
Flat traffic that he was that last run too, so that
Thank you.
problem might be exacerbated just a little bit.
Also want to make note here, TJ Majors involved in that incident that did not draw a caution flag. Came down here sooner than later, about a half straightaway away, so he's going to have to put the 6 a lap
5,
down Question remains,
3,
does TJ let him go by?
1. Right here. All the damage is
I plead the
repairable.
fifth.
Millet's
Still
still
got 2 more lap
probably
rows to get to.
another 10 laps at least here for Millet before we see him back on pit road, but this will be his final
That's it,
stop.
go.
I think he's going to catch TJ prior to that.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Be mindful, you only have one set of tires remaining.
Whether he was gonna get to him before pit stops or after. And you think Zach's thinking about that right now? Do you think that's in his mind? running around
100%.
TJ?
100%.
If he's thinking about it, he's gonna pit.
2 laps
when he gets
down
to the
now.
back of that 6 car and try to leapfrog in the pits.
Which honestly, I don't know that's the right plan either. You're going to change your whole strategy because you don't want to run up on a guy that's angry with you.
So that puts me at a slight disadvantage
Strategy
here.
if you're on the rollback either.
Well, at the same time, though, if your strategy bites you because you don't want to try and lap the guy,
I should get it back in a
I
few
don't know,
laps.
I don't know if I like it.
There.
Should you try to make the pass? Stick to your strategy. Stick to what you know is going to make it work. Unless he just flat cleans you out.
Clear high. The leader just did a 32.024.
And it's gaining ground slowly but surely on Millet. There is still a buffer there. There's some lap traffic. We'll see if he starts running it back down at a higher pace than he was.
35 fitting.
Sweeting getting a little squirrely behind the 35 car.
Outside.
Trying to figure out what lane he's going to be in.
Dancing around a bit.
Stay low.
Pettit
You're
kind
clear
of
high.
shook a
Clear
half a
high.
lane. Then 35 did the same, but he's not a lead lap car there.
Outside. You're gaining on the car in front. The gap is 6.7 seconds. You're clear high.
Also, too,
clear
when
high.
you're coming up on the end of the back straightaway,
Here we go.
someone is, TJ in the wall.
Oh, that was close. TJ hit the fence and turned it hard left. I don't know.
He tried to make it look good.
Didn't make it work.
You got one
Allegedly.
outside.
Allegedly.
Allegedly in Minecraft.
All clear, all clear.
76 fitting.
Millet puts TJ down enough and clean.
All right, Zach, you can breathe again. You can get some color back in your face.
But honestly, Cole, he was very cautious about it because you saw how far down the racetrack Zach was on corner exit there. He wanted to give as much space to the 6 as possible.
Outside.
Which hasn't
You're
always
gaining
been
on
the
the car in
case.
front. The gap is 6.6 seconds.
22
You're clear high.
fitting.
Clear high.
22 fitting.
Some pit stops
Thanks,
beginning here. Nyalgis, Mike Koch, Josh Mears. Baders now comes to pit lane. Kyle Hardy
Go
on the
high.
pit lane.
Go high. The car in front is pitting. You're pulling away from the
82
car
fitting,
behind.
82
The gap is
fitting.
My question is, as
4.1
slow as
seconds.
TJ's pace has been, do they meet again later on in the race?
Well, we're going to see if he's going to get some damage fixed here. He's still running top 15, so a halfway decent points day. He's going to put right sides on it. Going to be 4 tires in fuel. Let's see if he hangs out for some damage repair. Fast pit stop, 14.5 for Majors.
They have speeding on pit road as well.
Carson
Those-
Waffles. Now the top 3, it's Zach Millet, Adam Pettit, Chris Meffert. Squapple comes to pit lane.
You're gaining on the car in front. The gap is 1.5 seconds outside.
And it's supposed that grounding's another 2.5 tenths closer. Little by little, he is gaining ground.
Where you going, Tim?
Zach Millet.
Zach's going to be in here pretty soon.
Got
but
one
if
outside.
Pettit happens to get to the back
All
bumper.
clear,
before
all
Nowhere
it's
fast.
easy for Zach to come down.
Inside. Clear low, clear low.
Well, another thing here, Steve, is Zach's
Getting out of here,
gotta,
Kevin.
he's got to clear the lane when he gets to
Yep.
whatever lap car that he's coming up. I mean, he's putting a lap down. They've got every right to
worry, I'm
fight in
not
that
Neil.
position.
The leader is
But
sitting now.
once he gets lapped, once that car gets lapped, I mean, there's nothing really to fight for after that other than trying to stay close to the leader to get the next guy that goes a lap down for the lucky dog. So Zach's going to have a little bit harder time getting past these lap cars than Pettit
leader
will,
just
because
did a
likely they'll just pull over and let
32.33.
Pettit by.
Pettit dealing with some dirty air off of Brian McCann here, and that
Gaining on
advantage
the
for Zach
current
jumps up
front.
to almost 2.8 seconds now. As Millet comes to pit lane. Final stop.
Doubles him in.
Final pit stop for Zach Millet and Adam Pettit. Brandon Mefford stays out on the racetrack. Will inherit the top spot.
Doug, go low. Thank you.
Got the 2 leaders on pit road.
17.
Just staring each other down.
17.
Well, Pettit staring Millet down. And Steve, you think Pettit made the call to follow Millet in, or do you think
Still there?
that was the lap he was going to go in anyway, and Millet just happened to go in the same time he did?
As far back as he was, I think you're probably trying to wait and see what the leader does. I know we say this so often, if you follow the leader, thanks Larry Mack. But at the same time, you know, Pettit's got the pace. But do you just want to salvage that solid finish?
Man, when you're that close to the lead, it's so hard to do that. But,
The car behind
I'm
you,
looking at the
pitting.
leaderboard, though. Millet's not going to cycle to the lead, at least not immediately. Judd Sweeting has undercut the 31 by a huge margin, too.
It's very interesting, too, because the pit time for Sweeting was, the overall pit lane time was 40.52 versus Millet's 40.23, and his pit stop was about a quarter second slower than Zach, so I'm not sure where he made it up, but he made it up somewhere.
Now, by the time Millet gets back to him, those tires are going to be worn out just a little bit.
Well, I see where he made up the time. Sweeting's pit stop was 4 laps prior to Millet, so he was picking that track position
The leader
up
is
on
hitting
track
back.
with the faster tire.
Likely got dumped out on track with not as much traffic either.
Well, either way, I mean, 2 seconds a lap fall off. I mean, just 4 laps. There's 8 seconds right there. Sweeting in
sorry,
third
Carson, I didn't mean to
position,
cut
and
you off.
Millet is back about 3/4 of a second. Meanwhile, Chris Mefford, Casey Bentz, the top 2. And here comes Mefford from the race lead down pit lane.
That's such a hairy pit road entry. You're still sliding all the way past the commitment line.
I'm trying to think back. Was it here in Charlotte or was it Kansas?
I got my lap back.
Maybe Reddick ran
No, somebody else is
real
doing it.
bad like that.
Oh, wait,
Last
Zach's
handful of
in
weeks. Somebody coming to pit lane and just drove up the back, or am I losing my mind? I know the story's right, I just don't know.
Yeah, I got my lap back.
Track with the drivers. None of it's right.
Now we need a caution.
Ty Dillon and William Byron
Yes,
in Vegas last
yes,
year.
That's right.
Yeah.
That was last year. I'll be right.
I'm on a lead lap. I need a caution.
Close enough.
You knew what I meant. Ends to pit road from the lead. That will
About to get lapped
the
again.
top spot as he gets clear. Chuck Sweeting in no time.
Yeah, he's got 10 lap difference tires here. I'll be lapped before too long.
Oh, but look who it is.
The leader just did a
Oh, boy.
30.6.
That is a bright
Lucky dog, though.
Oh, that's close.
That's what I wanted.
Didn't do him any favors, but he let him go clean.
The thing with TJ is he's having just good enough at night that he doesn't want to throw the
Caution right here would be
He
nice.
was
though.
25th with that hood all crumpled up and down on power. I don't think we would have seen him let Millet go twice.
Yeah, I mean, TJ runs the full season. Not all these NASCAR drivers come over here and run with the IROC Challenge Series. They don't always run every single race. They come out when they can. Obviously, they're busy guys, especially during the season. But TJ runs almost all of these. I can't remember the last time we saw second or third season we've seen him out here with IROC. So he's trying to do this and pick up a championship.
The leader is coming
so
up
top
on you.
15
They know that
finish as he
line.
sits 14th. First car a lap down. He's not out of this. The
Outside.
chances of a win probably out the
All
window
clear,
at this
all
point.
clear.
But still a few positions he could pick up under the right circumstances.
Yeah, caution comes out, you go down, you get 4 tires, and you could probably get about a minute to a minute and a half of damage repaired under caution. Maybe a little bit more. I would imagine he's
Minute and a half. I need his pick
4
for
to 6 minutes of damage, if I had to guess. And so, I mean, you can knock a pretty good chunk out of it. You know, going back to Larry Mack, what happens when you got a caution? They breed more cautions. So, yeah, TJ's not totally out of this yet.
What's the password, Zach?
13 cars on the lead lap here at Zach. Chuck Sweeting, Adam Pettit in third, Carson Quapple running fourth. That seems to be his comfortable place here tonight. He started there, and he's been running there a majority of the night.
69.
Jason Nile just fifth. Sixth is Chris Wally, still reaping the benefits. The timing of that early caution. Seventh, Josh Mears. Brett Butler's eighth. Chris Mefford back to ninth after pitting from the race lead. Mike Koch and Steve Luttrell battling for the 10th spot. Slade Benish is 12th, and Brian McCann, the last car on the lead lap, at 13.
That's something we haven't talked about a whole lot tonight is Steve Luttrell. Obviously, I know him from the PSRA series, as well as a couple other series that we hang out in the same discords, but yeah, really quiet night. I mean, he's just kind of one of those quiet guys that you don't even really know he's there until all of a sudden he's there, and he's making up good positions. Quiet in a lot of different ways. I don't know that I've ever heard the man speak, so I'm partially convinced he doesn't exist, but he's having himself a pretty good night here. I believe this might be, what, his first or second start in IROC, Judge?
I think he started last week, so yeah, race number 2, I think, for Luttrell, and putting on a decent showing. Sitting there in the top 10 right now, in the 10th position. Luttrell will be running again in the PSRA Open Truck Series. That'll be Sunday nights. He's been running here with Wayne Cannon's 4-Wide Motorsports on Monday nights, the late model stock series. So very excited to run multiple types of disciplines, whether it's trucks, late model stocks, this B car here in the O'Reilly series. Just likes to get out there and turn laps.
The car behind is closing on you. The gap is 1 point.
Already showing a lot of improvement from it. Just looking at, back to the PSRA, the start of the season, he was very much off. He was very unfamiliar.
He's got brand new tires.
You guys started to figure some stuff out. I mean, he was competing for race wins there at the end of the season.
'96 Devin Aker alongside and through, not a position. Got Briner Racing in the chat, says, yeah, he's very quiet, but a good guy.
Who's my lucky dog?
Racing, one of the drivers in that late model stock series on Monday nights. Chris Mefford marching his way back forward up to 5th. He was 9th just a few moments ago.
Inside.
But now
Still
about
there.
8 seconds to run down Carson Quapple.
Clear low, clear low.
Mefford was one of the last ones to pit under that cycle, so he's going to have the freshest tires of anyone. I believe he
Hello, Chuck.
probably 4 or 5 laps after Carson Quapple, so he's going to have a considerable speed difference, especially with how much rubber is laid down. I mean, you can just see the color of the track is different in the bottom groove. These things are going to be laying down a lot more rubber. The track's going to be a lot slower. So those fresh tires are really going to help Mefford out here.
Stay high. Still there.
Mefford running just
All
about
clear, all clear.
as Carson Quapple the last time by.
Adam's got 4 lap better tires than Chuck.
You're losing on the car in
Chuck's
front.
past
The
here.
gap is 1.9 seconds.
Thank you, sir.
Been keeping an eye on the top 3 on my track map over here, and they were gaining ground on Zach Millett under 3 seconds, but they have fallen back to about 3.3, and it almost looks like they got stuck behind a lap car.
It's a tough lap car to get by. Brian McCann.
That would explain it. Yeah, Sweeting and Pettit, they have both fallen back. Just lost a ton of momentum that they had going for them.
Trying to get by Ryan Newman. And here we see it again, though, the battle for a second starting to shape up between, well, the same 2 guys, Chuck Sweeting and Adam Pettit. who put on a great show here tonight, keeping their cars up into the top 3 the majority of the evening, but so far, at this point now, seemingly not having anything for Zach Millett as that deficit grows to 3.5 seconds with 17 laps to go.
Yeah, I think these two, their best bet is to just really run single file like they have, saving tires. I mean, you got P2, P3, you got podiums set up already, and just let, I mean, not let Zach have it, but save your stuff as much as you can. If they get to fighting, there is a chance that there's contact. We've seen that all night long, and so far everyone has cheated death by diving into the corner, sliding up to the guy to the outside, but you can only cheat death so many times.
We can also got to keep in mind we've seen some really fast race drivers, some very quality race drivers have issues with drivers out on track being taken out effectively by not their own doing. DJ Majors, Kyle Terzak getting the short end of the stick in both of those issues.
A lot of people got
It's not to say it can't happen for Zach
wrecked out on this race.
Traffic to work his way around. You kind of have to tiptoe around these guys.
All these guys are still running their own race too. They have their own
top 11's on the lead lap.
Like I
out of
mentioned
40 some cars.
One Schofield here, he's several laps down, so it's in his best interest just to let Millett by. He's not going to get the laps back. He's just racing basically other cars on his lap and can gain 1 or 2 spots.
There's
but
only 23
guys
cars
going to be a lot
driving right now. 24.
Plus, too, you want them wherever a lap car is running, no matter what your line is. If they're running the top, stay up top. They're running the bottom, stay on the bottom. They're running the middle, stay in the middle. And Millett knows this. You need to find your way around them, because if they start getting unpredictable, then nobody knows where anybody's going to be, and it's so easy to make contact.
Top 3 drivers still running pretty quick laps. Millett with a 30.04, Pettit with an 07, and Sweeting with an 06. That's all impressive and great. Pettit's got some lap time to make up here. 3.6 seconds the gap. Not going to be able to make that up in this amount of time if you guys are running about the same lap time as the race leader. Caution would certainly change everything. Not had many of those here tonight.
The leader just did a 30.
You get to race again tomorrow.
They've got 3 lap cars between them and Millett. Millett only has 2 lap cars to get through before he's got a
I
line
don't know what track.
that he can run away.
No, it's an ARC. All right, Tim, I'm going to clip you on this left rear corner and let you go spin a little bit.
Ain't no caution to come out over that, though, the way things are going.
Oh, I'm going to put you into a wall.
All right, well, for the team. I'll do it for the team.
I'm getting their way through.
Outside.
Slate finish.
Stay low.
13th spot. He is now.
Stay low.
Well, he was the first car lap down.
What's going on? Clear faster.
Clear high.
Lap down.
Hey.
Clears Steve Durbin. Sets his sights on Matt Kopp.
No problem.
Man, what a bummer of a night. I was having a lot of fun, too.
I know this was going to be a fun track, too.
We have 10 to go this time by.
Had a blast at Darlington until I went into overtime.
You can get past
That's
Michael.
another one.
He's got open track, but how much does he
Flirting with the top 10.
lap?
Well, I might get a 13 here.
He gives it to him.
I might have to pay attention.
I really want to see this pit road entry. They got Neil jammed up, because that's what ended my night.
Zach Millett staring down the barrel of his 5th win of the season. We've seen this time and time again, Colt. You think a driver's got it locked up, just logging laps here with 8 laps to go, or about to be 8 laps to go. Then that dreaded caution comes out. We've seen a lot of incidents out on the track tonight that, frankly, really should have been cautions. Not even by NASCAR standards, but Well, based on my experience in watching these races in iRacing, covering them and broadcasting, they should have been cautioned. For whatever reason, it did not come out. Some drivers certainly not happy about it. I'm sure Kyle Turzak is one of them. What do you think?
Turzak.
And the air is so bad. I may not get a 13.
Zach's gonna kill me if I say I think we're gonna have a caution. There's always a possibility of it.
You fighting for position up there?
Well,
This is a long race. Guys are getting tired.
I saw you in my mirror running top, so I figured that's what you
Say
wanted.
what you want, Steven Smith, about racing and even sim racing by extension. This is hard. You're working hard. Your body, you're breathing different. You're working your arms, depending on how much force feedback you've got. I mean, thankfully don't suffer from the extreme temperatures unless you're like me and you don't have airflow in your room. PC works as a heater for you.
You're clear high.
But
Clear
your
high.
arms are tired.
I think you gave it to me.
Been at it for several hours.
You got one
Fatigue
inside.
is a real thing, even in sim racing. You can make fun of it all you want, but
885.
That's-
Stay high.
I thought he gave it to me.
it's not a walk in the park for these guys to do what they're doing for as long as they've been doing it. Mistakes can't happen.
Stay high.
And interestingly enough, I will say that I know Zach personally, but the same token, his rig is set up in a room that does not have very good airflow, and it has not been a rarity.
Found out I was serious.
Temperatures in that room with everything going to run this simulation and all the equipment.
Jeez, dude, I didn't know you were that upset about the pit road
80
crash.
degrees in that room. I know
Might got right front damage off of that.
Plus that we see in the real race cars, but
I don't know where you want me to go.
accustomed to it,
I race
don't
and
train
I'm
for
letting
it.
people pass.
It does make a
I'm going to drive
difference.
the car.
Yeah, I 100% agree.
Yeah,
And if
16th a lap down
Zach
there,
Millet, who we know has got a nice setup,
That's
Yeah, well,
5
if I was
points.
on the high side, I gave you the low side.
Can
What
get
do you
hot
want me
like
to do?
that. Just
Just slam
imagine
on my
some of
brakes?
these other guys that maybe they don't
Yeah,
have as
pretty
good a
much.
setup, or maybe
Get
their
out of the
setup's
way.
up in a
Let the
closet
signs go.
or somewhere else, or they don't have a good cooling system
I
on their
wasn't in
PC.
your way. You had a clear lane ahead of you. I was.
Heat is heat. Whether it's 110 degrees or 85 degrees, like you said, if you're not used to it, it will get you.
Dylan spent the money on the rig, not the airflow.
Okay.
Coming to 3 laps to
You're
go
pulling
for
away
Zach
from the
Millet.
cop behind.
3.5
You're just mad
seconds
going
the
fast
advantage
on
back to Adam
Second.
Pettit
Got
and Chuck
about 5
Sweeting.
laps.
Pettit now putting some separation between himself and the 75, almost a full second.
2 to go this time.
Up
Bye.
a ways back, just getting off a turn.
Gavin never rejoined. He must have lost internet big time.
Chris Mefford, though, having a solid run, staring down the top 5 here tonight. If we can hang on to the position.
Gave up.
That'd be pretty disheartening for sure.
Change that. A top 5
Oh, yeah.
51 would be a breath of fresh air for the season that Chris has been struggling with. Didn't get a whole lot of practice here tonight, as we said. He got in to the house maybe less than an hour before qualifying.
Just jump straight into it, battling for a
White
top
flag.
5.
One more
Started
lap to go.
34th. He's running 6th.
That is not a storyline Zach Millet wants to hear. He does not want to hear about 2 hungry guys trying to fight for a top 5.
Well, half a lap away.
I know, Turzak. What's up with
Let's
that?
get back to the stripe here and pray for no cautions.
You're pulling away
Going
from the
off
cop
turn number
I saw at least
Barney with the white ready to wave it. There it
Wait
is.
for it.
Coming to the start.
6 or 7 of them on the backstretch.
Zach Millet.
Good win. Good race, guys. Thanks, Chuck. Good racing, guys.
Yeah, Zach's
We got
been dominant
fireworks.
tonight. Had a little bit of an issue
I
with the right rear
apologize for how
tire.
that started. I just
The
threw
end
it
of
in
that first
there,
run,
so I didn't get run
adapted
over and
to
it
it.
didn't stick. So my fault.
Still,
All right, man. Bring it on home
Just-
and let's get out of here.
Good race.
absolutely
Braking on the front stretch.
Zach
Good
Millet
one,
through
man.
turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Didn't have the
Thanks, bud.
greatest qualifying effort. Started P8. Fastest
win
in
there, Zach.
practice. Fastest in the
Braking on the
warm-up.
front
But coming
stretch.
down to the
Thanks, bud.
line, he will win the 3 wide with DJG 175.
Thanks
Adam
for letting me
Pettit
lead a
will come
couple
home
laps,
in the
Zach.
second spot with Chuck Sweeting coming home P3.
Yeah, I saw.
man.
I was a few cars behind you, Zach.
You guys were mad fast in the long run. I had nothing for you.
Kyle.
109 of a 107.
Let's watch that start.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Thank you, Chuck. I appreciate all that.
And win number 5 for Zach Millet.
so much speed in that 31 car right now.
Who was it? What was the green and yellow car up top? I guess he got to the bottom line? I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. That 35 car was slow. Because I knew there was somebody slow up there. Okay, so yeah, the 81 did get low. And just lost it. And I didn't see it. Ran all over the guy in front of me. I mean, right here, you could see the car sideways, but I just didn't see that. Because I was watching, you know, the two cars in front of me. I never saw him get loose.
A very happy Zach Millett parks it on the Coke 600 logo.
I would have saw that.
89.
I might have been able to.
He's got to be happy. We're going to step out, though. We'll be
he went
back
right where I was
with
going to
our
go
top three
anyway.
finishers, hopefully in the broadcast booth after this. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
And who would think to go high there? Big pile up.
Yep, lap 89 if you want to look at that beautiful bean footage.
All right.
Spartan Transportation and Spartan Logistic Management is your one source for all your shipping needs. 53-foot dry van shipments, auto transport shipments, full service in-house brokerage, drop-off facilities.
I definitely gave way more than enough room.
Manufacturers, facilities in St. Louis, Missouri, Kansas City, Missouri.
TJ and Austin called out their pit stop
Logistics LLC,
real early.
IROC series. Kyle Steffens UMP modified in Silver Crown.
Even though I clipped that guy, he was still going to wreck.
Austin did brake really high up on the track. I can't believe a caution didn't come out. That was crazy.
I don't think there was a lot that could have happened there, other than that car not spinning. Yeah, he went in, but turned it left right there where the car is unstable. On the first few laps, you can't do that. Yeah, I think Neil was even running high. Neil was even running high like he was anticipating it, but...
Yeah, I think Austin was a little bit higher than I think he probably should be for diving off, but I don't know. Knowing that a pit is coming, they're going to be slowing down.
Back at Charlotte Motor Speedway,
I feel like that was kind of on Neil more than Austin.
Who can stop this guy? Get a word with the driver of the 31. Pull him up into the booth here. Zach and Stephen Colt.
Hey, I wanted to. I feel like I should apologize for that.
Zach,
after that first wreck, I just didn't know where to go. I tried to check out, and then I saw you coming, trying to get out of your way, but
top of the charts.
I feel like I kicked everything off.
Took it away. He had his own.
Oh, you're good. Don't worry about it.
The race.
Yeah, dude. I just wanted to come in, say that.
But for your
yeah, man. I saw him spinning up in front, and I was like, oh, well, I don't know what to do. There's somebody on my outside, somebody behind me.
Avoided some chaos.
So I didn't know whether to hit the brakes, turn right, turn left, what to do.
Starting 8th and route to your 5th victory.
But good race, guys.
Yeah, man, good race.
Your head there.
Yeah, good race.
Had some bad blood this season with TJ Majors.
Not sure what he's
talking about. Just later on in that run, whether or not you were going to make a decision to pit prior to lapping.
Is he talking about the
not? What was the eventual decision there? At least the reasoning behind staying out and trying to pass the 6 and put up another lap down instead of pitting.
To be honest, I wasn't really thinking about it. Like, I was aware that he was in front of the state, but you know, I don't have a problem with him at all. And I don't know. You know me, Steve, better than anybody. Really, I forget everything week to week. Like, except for last week. when I killed Adam. That's been on me since it happened, and I hate that happened.
Oh, was he the car in front of me?
Usually I kind of forget week to week, and I just kind of try to come in with a fresh mind.
Well, you got back out there,
he
pit cycles. You got around Chuck Sweeting as he was able to undercut you on that pit cycle. He came down 4 laps sooner,
I clipped him,
took
but
advantage of that 2 laps.
I think both of us going to be wrecking there regardless.
It was not long. You took the pass away. Never looked back.
Even if I didn't clip him.
Time, and you led all the way to the end of this thing.
Maybe he could save it.
What makes you so fast here at Charlotte Motor Speedway?
But if anything, it's my fault. I hit him in the rear.
It was all the wrecks right at the beginning of the race. A lot of the really fast guys here that really specialize here at Charlotte, they had some trouble. And it had to be a lot of things line up perfectly for me to get up front here. I'm not a huge.
I saw
fan
TJ get wrecked. I saw Kyle get
the
wrecked.
Track, but I'm just never fast. Kind of takes me a while to get in the groove of it. And I like the first 2 stints, I was really messing up turn 1 and 2. I just wasn't doing it right. And towards the end of the race, kind of finally figured it out. But I came in tonight thinking it was going to be a Brian McCann and Adam Benefield show. You know,
Adam did get
usually is. Those guys are lights out.
Where's Adam at?
But I got to give a shout out to Adam and Chuck, man. Those guys were both so fast on the long run, and that
he got wrecked somewhere.
Whatever run it was, I think it was maybe that 3rd stint.
He got wrecked quick.
And man, that was a blast. It's as good as it gets.
That second to last pit stop, that long green flag run there, when they were able to take the spots away from you, you slip back to the 4th position. Right rear tire getting too hot there. You seemed very loose, made some contact with the wall a couple of times.
I was just talking to him about it. It was weird. It actually seemed like the right front just pretty much blew. I mean, it was probably
that sucks.
Worst run of the night. I think I was in the 40s.